you picked this video, that means that you are going to do the geometric bats with collage. So you are going to need a piece of black construction paper. You'll also need another color of construction paper. I have yellow today, but you can pick a different color, but it cannot be black or white. It has to be another color. You'll need a little scrap of white paper, a black marker, a white crayon, a glue stick, and a scissors. And that is what you will need for this. You can also grab a cup if you want for some tracing that we'll be doing. All right, let's start. Move all of this out of the way, and we are going to start by making the moon. So I'm gonna grab my white piece of paper and the cup that I was just talking about and put the cup face down like that with the open side at the bottom. And I'm gonna grab my black marker, put the cap on the back, right? And I'm gonna trace this cup. So if you need somebody to help you hold it down, you can. And what shape is that cup? It is a circle, right? So we got a nice circle shape with that cup. Now I'm gonna take my scissors and cut that out. If you even wanted to use a bowl, you can, if you'd want your moon kind of big. This moon is gonna be on a little bit on the smaller side. But if you want a nice big moon, you can even do a small bowl. Okay, I'll put that right there for now. I'm not gonna glue it down, put it there yet. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my piece of colored paper and we are gonna draw our bat with some different shapes. So first we're gonna do the body of the bat, and the body of the bat is going to be a square. So the very best that we can, we're gonna draw a square. So a square has 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines matching up with them like that. Okay, then I'm going to make the wings, which are going to be triangles. So to do that, I am going to actually fold my piece of paper because I have 2 wings, right? And I want my wings to be the exact same. So I'm gonna fold that piece of paper right there. And on the fold, I'm gonna draw it so that when I cut it out, I'm gonna cut both pieces of paper. And that way, I will cut both of my wings at the same time. So on there, I'm just gonna do like that and that. And a horizontal line to put them together. So 2 diagonal lines coming down and a horizontal line. Now I'm gonna cut these out. So with my scissors, remember, thumbs up and scissors cutting away from your body. I'm gonna cut right on those lines. And now, let's see, I've got 2. But the body, we only need 1. So I'm gonna cut that out there. Like so. Okay, let's start putting this together. So there's my bat body, and now my bat wings are gonna go like this and like that. Looks pretty good to start. Now we need some ears actually for my bat. So I'm gonna take that scrap paper that I have again out, and on there I'm going to draw another square, 2 vertical lines and then 2 horizontal lines. And this time, I'm just gonna cut out that one square. If I'm going too fast at any time, you can pause the video and catch up. So here's my square. Now I'm gonna kind of turn it so that I can see two of the points here, and I'm going to cut it on a diagonal. So I'm cutting it into two pieces like that. See? Now I have two. So I'm gonna put those ears right on top like that. Whoop, can you see it? There we go. Let's give our bat some eyes. And of course the eyes should be circles, right? So I'm gonna grab that white piece of paper that we cut the moon out of, and I'm gonna use the rest of that. So just like the wings, because there are two eyes, just like there are two wings, I'm gonna fold my piece of paper in half and draw my shape so that when I cut it, I'm gonna cut both pieces out at the same time so that I get the same shape. And I'm gonna do a smaller circle this time, and I'm just going to do the best I can at drawing that circle on my own. And then I'm gonna cut those two pieces of paper at the same time. It's kind of thick. Do the best you can. If you don't wanna do it that way and you wanna draw two circles and cut two different circles, you can do it that way too. It just takes a little longer. All right, there's my two circle eyes. Awesome. Okay, now let's start gluing it down. I'm gonna grab my glue stick and I'm gonna glue all of these things down so that they don't move. I'm gonna start doing that right now. Okay, I've got it all glued down. I'm gonna grab my black marker again and add some details because this bat's not finished yet. So first thing I'm gonna do is add some eyes, and you can decide how you want your eyes. Do you want them real big in the middle? Do you want them kind of googly? So I'm just gonna draw kind of silly eyes. One this way, maybe one's going up this way. Awesome. And then we're gonna draw some lines coming down from the wings. So I'm gonna start with a vertical line coming down right in the middle of each, and then a diagonal line and a diagonal line on each side coming from the top. Awesome. And now a mouth, and you can decide how you want a mouth. Do you want a straight mouth? Do you want a smiley mouth? Do you want a half of a smile of a mouth? You can decide. I'm gonna do a half of a smile. Looks like my marker is kind of wearing out too. And a bat needs some little pointy teeth. So we're gonna put two pointy triangles coming down. So a diagonal line and another diagonal line like that coming together to make a point. Just like that. Now we're gonna add some circles and some curved lines to our moon so that looks a little bit more like the moon. So I'm gonna draw some circles. And then maybe just some curved lines like that even. And they can be different sizes. Like so. Okay? I'm gonna close my marker up so it doesn't get any more worn out than it already is. And I have my white marker to get out now because I'm going to add some stars to my background because this is the bat and the bat comes out at nighttime, right? So I'm gonna make an X and then another line down like that. And some can be small and some can be big. I'll do another one that's kind of bigger so you can see. So I'll make an X and then a line down from the X. Straight line going through it. And we'll put a whole bunch of those all over in all different sizes. Maybe some will be real small. Here's another little extra thing you can do. If you want one of them to be a shooting star, you can put some little curved lines coming out from it like that. Maybe there's a couple that are shooting stars like that. Isn't that fun? Maybe I'll do one more shooting star. We don't want to put too many. And then we have one last step that we can do. This is if you want to do it. You don't have to do this step, but I think this step is kind of fun. Get a little cup of water and a paintbrush. Dip your paintbrush in the water. And then you're just gonna go over these lines just on the moon. And it kind of spreads the marker around so that your moon looks a little bit more interesting, because moons don't usually have a lot like lines on them, but they're not real bold lines. So I'm just gonna kind of go right over those lines with my paintbrush and water like that. And there is your finished geometric bat. Geometric means shapes. We made all of these things with different shapes, didn't we? When you make yours, you can post it to Seesaw. So I'll be interested to see what kind of face you make. And you could even maybe change the ears around. Maybe you want the ears to face the other way, or whatever your background looks like with your stars and your moon. All right, post it and have fun with it.